Okay, here we go. This is our second day and final day of doing binomial to trinomial. Starting tomorrow, oh no, we might have one more day of binomial to trinomial. Then we'll do trinomial to trinomial. It's going to get larger, longer here in this part. So at this point, we just take every one in this one, multiply by each one over there. So we'll start with the first one. We'll multiply that times the 2. So 4 times 2 is 8. We have 1x and 2x. So 1 plus 2 is 3 x's. We have 4 times 8, which is 32. 1x, that's 2 x's. 4 times 6 is 24. 1x plus 0 is just 1x. That's it. There are 1, 2, 3. You have 1, 2, 3. Okay? Some of you magically brought the 6 down. I don't know why you don't do that. You multiply this times this, the coefficient times the coefficient, and then you add your exponents. Coefficient times coefficient, add your exponents. Coefficient times coefficient, add your exponent. All right, now we're going to look at that negative 8. Negative 8 times 2, negative 16. 0 plus 2 is 2. And note, I just shifted over. I'm going to be right here. We put our like terms underneath each other. That way we just add them straight down. Negative 8 times 8 is negative 64. 0x and 1x is just 1. And negative 8 times 6 is negative 48. No x, no x, no x. Then we do our little graphic organizer. We're just going to go ahead and add these together. And we use lines. Just throw those down there. Try not to cut off your pluses and minuses. I know I was a little close there. Now we just add. There's nothing here to add. So 8x to the third. 32 minus 16 is going to be 16x squared. Note, when we add, we just leave these. When we multiply, we add them. So 24 minus 64 should be negative 40x. And nothing to add to the negative 48. And there we go, and there we have it, and it's done. Bam. That's all we did. Distribute, combine like terms. This is a different way to organize your combining like terms rather than circles and squares and lines. Because when we get to trinomial, there's going to be a whole nother line here. So it can get really, really confusing. That's why we're trying to line them up together. All right, number 2. Same thing. We're going to look at the first term, multiply it by each term on the other side. 4 times 7, 28. 1 plus 2 is 3, so a to the third. 4 times 7 again, 28. 1 plus 1 is 2a's. And 4 times negative 6. We have negative 24. 1a plus no a's is 1a. All right, what do we do next? We're going to go to the next term. 6 times 7, which is 42. Drawing a blank on that one for some reason. All right, 0 plus 2 is 2. Oops, we're not putting it there. We're putting it right here. 2a's. Definitely don't want to do that. Unless you want to do circles and lines. That's just not going to work out. It's going to start getting longer and longer. So that's also 42. 0a plus 1a is 1a. And note, you just skip down one. You're moving one over, you move one over, boom, boom, boom. You're going to come, they're just going to line right up. Especially if it has to be descending order in order for that to happen. 6 times negative 6 is negative 36. Once again, we're going to add all these together. That's what combine means, to add them together. 28a to the third is just 28a to the third power because there's nothing to add it to. Here, 28 and 42. So what do we got here? 10, 6, 7, 70. And we just leave it as a2 because we're just combining like terms. We don't add those two together. Just these, just the coefficients. And 24 minus 42. Let's see. Yikes. I'm going to draw a blank on that one too. 42, 18a. and nothing to add to 36, negative 36. So there's your answer. All right, 2 more examples. I highly suggest you take these, look at them, take notes. Because if you ask me, I'm going to ask you where your notes are. So we will, and some of you got confused on this, where we have the n. Well, what is that? It's a 1. 1 times n is n. So we're going to look at that. So 1 times 8n squared. So we're going to have 8. 1n plus 2n is 3n's. 1 times 5. 5, 1n and 1n is 2n's. And 1 times negative 5 is negative 5. 1n plus 0n is just 1n. 8 times 8, 64. 0 plus 2 is 2 n's. 8 times 5 is 40. 0 plus 1, 1n. Notice they just keep lining up, guys. 8 times negative 5, negative 40, no n, no n, no n. Going to combine like terms. 8n to the third, nothing to add to it. 5 and 64 is 69n squared. Negative 5 plus 40 is positive 35n. And nothing to add to the 4, the 40. There we go. That easy. Distribute, combine like terms. Each term, boom, boom, boom. Second term, boom, boom, boom. Make sure that you line them up underneath each other. Because these are descending order. 2, 1, none. 1, none. You just drop it over and they'll line right up. They should be in descending order all the time, but you just never know. So just be careful of it. Here we go. 3 times 2, 6. 1 plus 2 is 3. And I just threw the 1 up there just in case you didn't get it. 3 times 7, 21. 1x. 1x is 2x. 3 times 5, 15. 1x, no x is 1x. Do the negative 5. Negative 5 times 2, negative 10. 0 plus 2 is 2. Negative 5 times 7, negative 35. 0 and 1 is 1. Negative 5 times 5 is negative 25. Combine like terms. Put your graphic organizers in there. 6x to the third, nothing to add it to. 21 minus 10 is 11x to the second. 15 minus 35 is 20x, and nothing to add to the constant. There we go. There's our answer. It's that quick. Pause this as you need to make sure that you're writing these notes down. All right, guys. Have a good one. If you have any questions, I will be just email me and I'll get online with you. Take care. Bye.